I was very concerned to hear from one of you, my viewers, that a private landlord was not carrying out gas safety certificates for 3 years and that the electrics were tripping every time it rains, suggesting that there's an electrical fault. So welcome back. I am the Black Belt Barrister, helping you to understand law, but remember, this cannot be taken as formal legal advice and should only be taken as guidance. So the situation with this is actually very straightforward, at least for you, the tenant. The landlord should be carrying out a gas safety certificate every single year, and it's actually a criminal offence not to do so. The landlord and or the managing agent can be convicted for non-compliance with gas safety regulations. The penalties for failing to comply with these regulations include fines and imprisonment. In the most serious cases, where there's been a death as a result of a gas leak or explosion or fire and so on, could result in manslaughter charges being brought against the landlord and or the managing agent. It's also worth mentioning as well that insurance policies might well be invalidated for the lack of the compliance with such a gas certificate being carried out. So what to do in this scenario? Well, the first thing would be to speak to the landlord or the managing agent and simply ask them to do it. And as simple as it sounds, that may spark them into action, no pun intended. However, if they don't react and do the gas safety certificate, I might be suggesting to them that it is a criminal offence and your next port of call might be the health and safety executive. That being because the HSE are empowered to bring proceedings against the landlord and or the managing agent for failure to comply with the gas regulations. Other things to note are that the landlord cannot delegate that responsibility to you as the tenant to arrange the gas safety certificate, and it must be carried out by a gas safe registered engineer. As for electricity, there are new electrical safety standards for the private rented sector, which apply to all new tenancies on the 1st of July 2020 and for existing tenancies on the 1st of April 2021. This means that the landlord must similarly carry out a safety inspection on the electrical installations at the property every 5 years, and any works that need doing must be carried out. I've included a link in the description below to the Health and Safety Executive, which contains a lot more useful information, and of course you can contact them if your landlord still fails to comply with the regulations. If this video has been useful to you, please hit the like button and subscribe, and send it to someone you think might find it useful.